Hey guys, Robert Blackman. Wanted to do a quick update on TLC Powerline, which is Total Life Changes. Wanted to do a quick update on it. I like to share numbers because numbers don't lie and numbers can tell a story, and not just numbers in one day, 1 week, 1 month, or even a quarter or a year, but numbers spread across. And you get that when you talk to people who invest money in the stock market, life insurance people, the actuary table. So network marketing, sometimes people don't realize time can be your friend, knowing those numbers and the activity of your group. So I had a guy the other day, I was prospecting, and I had a guy call me up and said, well, how's your Total Life Changes business going? Are you still in it? I want to introduce you to something that's brand new. Got a CEO on the call tonight, and and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I've heard that my entire life, and then that program's gone, and then those guys are gone onto a new deal, or they're out of the network marketing profession altogether. So for me to keep my sanity in an insane 100% commission residual income based upon other people's efforts lifestyle, okay, I try to control my attitude and actions as much as possible. I write a lot of articles, yes. I'm on social media, yes. But I do a lot of work behind the scenes. Right here, I'm going to do you can see my camera up here. The lighting kind of stinks right now. I'm working on that to do a training for my TLC group. So I wanted to share some numbers with you that I was going to be sharing with my team to let them know how things are going, and to give you a snapshot and a reality check as far as what's working and what isn't. So since January 1, my group has grown by 3,184 people. January, there were 693 people came in. February, 716. March, 802 people. April, 908. That's almost 1,000 people last month. And then May, so far this month, 65 people. And today's what, May? When you're busy, you don't even know what day it is. May 4th. Okay, because every day's a day, you're doing the same thing. So what I want to encapsulate from my perspective in network marketing in today's environment, 2016, is this is why I chose Total Life Changes. They just made number 100 on the top 100 list of DSA, $78 million last year. They're worldwide. The price point. And I cannot emphasize this more. And this has to do a lot with where I'm at in my career, a 36-year veteran, because I will tell you, as I was telling Sherry yesterday, I still deal with sadness and grief in my network marketing career. I would say my biggest challenge that I have personally to get me to go take action on a consistent basis, on a naive, virgin-like basis that I'm just going to go tear the world up, is I've done that several times, and those companies and those people and those organizations are no longer in existence. It's not that I just chose not to. Besides Amway, I left Amway. I think Amway's done okay without me since I left in 96, 97, something like that. But I think that's the only company that I walked away from an organization because I just disagreed with the upline and the culture. The culture became different than what I'd signed on for. Nothing wrong with the culture. It just at that time, and I went through a divorce, and so then I ended up giving that organization away and all that stuff. But anyway, I'm getting off track as usual. Most of the companies that I have dealt with, besides Amway, it's closed. Something happened or something tragic happened. So for me, in order to get me out of bed in the morning and still want to do network marketing after 36 years, after being in the trenches, fighting the battles every single day, knowing, as I was talking to a good friend of mine yesterday, Dale, he goes, Robert, your problem is you know too much. And he's an old warrior too. We were talking. I said, yeah. And so I have to break it down for me into these numbers right here that I just shared with you, that I just wrote down from my report. 3184 since January 1, 693, 716, 802, 98, 908, and 65. So for me, the numbers encourage me. Now, one of the reasons I don't like sharing numbers is let's say that 908, that everything was reversed. I mean, you're seeing how I kind of got some momentum, but let's say it was 908 in January, 802, 716, 693. And I was sharing that. And then people go, well, something's wrong. They're going out of momentum. And that's not necessarily the case, because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know if a bunch of people came in and they left or whatever. The point I'm trying to make today is very simple. My team's growing. Not all of them are reps. A lot of customers in there, tour takers, that type of thing. People just kind of kicking the tires. We have a low-end product. Now, I like this because here's my philosophy right now, and this is the meat of the training today I want to get to you, that means so much to me at age 54, because in 10 years, I'll be 64. 20 years, I'll be 74. 30 years, I'll be 84. I mean, I want to live to 104, all right? So network marketing, to me, is about residual income, where you can't walk completely away, but you can get out of the day-to-day establishment, and you have leaders underneath you. I believe, from my history and from my knowledge, that I'd rather have 100,000 people in my downline paying me $10,000 a month than having 1,000 people or even 100 people in my downline paying me $10,000 a month. So that goes on between the small ticket, and TLC is a small ticket item. It's $44.95. That's one of the reasons we have so many people, because we've lowered the bar. The excuse I can't afford it isn't there. And if they say they can't, then I said, look, for 20 bucks, get a couple of weeks supply of tea. You know, it's tea, coffee, and nutrition and skincare. Stuff people are using already. Transfer buy items, that's 40 CV. So that part of it's easy, and I like that. And I'm making a 50% fast start. I'm teaching 50% fast start. Today I'm going to be teaching on my video over here to my team about the matching bonus. 50% level 1, and then 10 to 50% on level 2 as you go through the ranks in the company, and how vital that is. And a game plan, and this is what I talk about when I'm talking to my prospects. Before I send them to my video, I've got a 13-minute video on my website listed below here. I send everybody there. I let that video, that's me showing the plan. I get people that call back and say, dude, I would never join with you. No, that's not what I want. No, that's, I want a more professional. I want this, I want that. I mean, I can't please everybody, and neither can you. So here's what I did, is I picked what I liked. Since I'm the guy doing the work, right? I mean, I'm the one putting in the effort. And so I picked what I liked, and then I picked what works. So the numbers are working, right? So now it just comes down to going to work and finding people that like what I say and what I do. 50% fast start, 50% match. And here's what I'm teaching my team today. And this is what I talk to my prospects about. If I can show you how we can leverage our time as full-time networkers in your upline organization, full-time, we're going to leverage and we're going to help you build half your business, because we're a binary, so we have 2 legs. So we're going to build one side over here. You just have to build the other leg. Would that be something you'd be interested in learning more about? Yes or no? Are you in a position to make a $44 decision today? Would you like to try one of our 3 best-selling products? I can have a proven game plan in your hands when you join to get you to $1,000 of residual income after 1 year or more, but a minimum of $1,000 in a year. Is that something that you would like to get more information about? And 10 years for $10,000. So I talk about $1,000 at the end of year 1, $2,000 at the end of year 2 in residual income, not one-time big ticket income, not one-time flash in the pan income, but residual. So they have to build up some team members, some numbers, right? They've got to come up with some numbers, and you get the numbers because it's $40, okay? A lot of people aren't attracted to it, but they go, it takes too long to build it. They go, what else you going to be doing, right? And I'd rather have 100,000 people on my team than 1,000, right? I mean, just think of, it's math. And if I have 100,000 people on my team and 10,000 leave, I've got 90,000 people that are committed. But if I have 1,000 people on my team and 100 leave, 10% of my check is gone. And then they're going to infiltrate the other people and I will lose the entire group. So I like the numbers. I like the masses of it. I like the fact that it's going to take me 10 years to get to $100,000 a month. I'm okay with that because in 10 years, I'll be what? 64. So that's my 10-year goal, is to get to 10,000 year one, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's my 10-year, $100,000 a month goal, where I'm teaching people to go out and do 1,000 a month. My goal is 10,000 a month after a year. And after 10 years, I'm going to be at 100,000 a month. And I know the math, I know the numbers. I'm on a good pace. And I'm studying these numbers, and I'm studying why people are joining and why people are quitting and why people are duplicating and why people are not duplicating. So to me, it's a business. It's being an entrepreneur. It's not just sitting back and going, well, let's hope this thing, we got to take a good ride for 2 to 5 years. This is my retirement. At 54, after 36 years in the game, chasing all of those new deals, taking huge risks because I knew there was a huge reward, and I got those. So to me, when people say, Robert, I can't believe you're in Total Life Changes, what are you doing in that program? I go, well, show me yours, I'll show you mine. Okay, what are you doing? What's your $100,000 a month game plan in 10 years? I'm not at my $10,000 goal yet. I'm going to get there by the end of this year. It's going to be there, even with these numbers of people, because not everybody came in and bought product, right? So you have to understand the truth in numbers, truth in the marketing aspect of it. Now I've got 3,100 people, right? 3,100 people that I can do what? I can culturize. I can teach them about the products. I can show them the health benefits, the testimonials from other people. I can talk to them about replacing their income at work in 2 to 5 years, because they're sitting there. They're marinating. I have 3,000 people that have raised their hand and gone to a Total Life Changes website and go, yeah, I'd like to shop here. What do you guys got? Maybe I'll even join the business. So to me, I'd rather have 3,100 people than 30, even if those 30 spent 10 grand. You understand where I'm coming from? Not against big ticket. I'm in big ticket. I do big ticket. And that's the reason I like this, because I understand where the big ticket mentality is. There's not any big residual income with big ticket. All the money's up front. So it's a job. It's a great paying job. And if people will duplicate, build up big groups in big ticket, then there is those overrides for the first month. But there's not a long-term, 10 years from now, I'm making $100,000 a month from residual purchases. So that's why I do both big ticket and I do the Total Life Changes, because I understand the mentality in 2016. So I just wanted to share with you today, before I go to my training, what's been happening with me, what I'm doing, why it's working. It's working because I'm touching, exposing people to the program. I'm eliminating that they can't afford it. I'm giving them a realistic game plan. Hey, in a year, I got a proven plan at a year to get you to $1,000 a month residual income. Maybe more, but at least $1,000. And they'll say, well, that's not enough. And I go, well, tell me what you've done that's done better. What programs have you been in? And they'll list 2 or 3. And I go, well, how much are you making with those? And they go, well, none. And I go, well, but they promised me to make 5,000, 10,000. I go, well, how'd that go for you? I go, well, it didn't work. And I go, well, then come in realistic with a dream and a proven game plan that in 10 years, I can show you a plan to get you to $10,000 a month. It's not going to happen the first year unless you have a huge influence of people and other people that you bring in and you duplicate. $1,000 a month is just helping 4 people get to $500 a month in a year. I want you to think about that. I'm going to write that down, because this is crucial training. Whether you join me in TLC or not, you've got to show people this picture. This picture is what they take with them off the phone, off the webinars, off your email, while they're sitting at the stoplight down at CVS and Chase Bank, thinking about, I don't want to go to work today. Or how am I going to pay that bill today? Now my check comes in on Friday, the bill's due Thursday. Do I write a check? Do I ACH it? all the crap that goes through your head. My kids need new soccer shoes. We got to go to this tournament. You know, what card are we going to book the room on? Normal life stuff. Okay. So I want to show you what I show my people. So I'm going to show them to get to $1,000 a month in 12 months. Don't quit your job today. All right. $1,000 a month in 12 months. And here's what I show them how to do. Go out and you're going to help. You're going to help 4 people in 12 months. And I say all this over the phone. I send it in an email to them. So you're going to go out and help 4 people in 12 months get to $500 a month. What's 4 times 500? That's $2,000, right? Well, you're matching 50% of that. So they're going to be making $500 a month, 4 people. So that's $2,000 a month. And you're going to make a 50% of that, which equals the 1,000. It's all on a sheet of paper right here. So I get that implanted in their head. And I go, do you think you could, in the next 12 months, find 4 people? Either you know now, or you'll get them through our lead program, or you know what we're doing. Find 4 people and show them with my help, part-time, to get to $500 a month at the end of 12 months. Do you think you can help 4 people, find 4 people to do that? Yes or no? Do you think that's realistic? I go, yeah. I go, well, you do that, you're at $1,000. And I go, how? No, wait a minute. Show me the math. So see, I'm teaching and training them before they've even joined. I'm implanting in their head. I'm touching them. I'm giving them the TLC virus. And if they've got the flu bug from me, it's just got to run its course. There's no cure. You understand? There's no cure for me. I'm lost as far as anyone trying to cure me that's saying network marketing doesn't work. I'm addicted. I'm immersed. All right. So I got the MLM bug years ago and never got rid of it because somebody touched me. That person that touched me, I don't even know who they are. I don't even know where they are. I don't care. All right. Because this has changed my life. It's changed my wife's life, my kids' life. It's changed my health. So for me to want to infect other people with this isn't necessarily about the money. The money is a result of the activity of showing people what I know how to do. And here's what I know how to do. I know how to be anti-hype. And I know what people need to hear, not necessarily what they want to hear. I'll say that again. I know what people need to hear. You see, I needed to hear something like this. Because here's what I said after I came to my first network marketing meeting. Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. I go, I'm working my ass off making $40,000 a year. And this guy said he's making $40,000 a month or whatever the number was in 90 days. I go, that's just bullshit. That's hype. He wants $1,000 to get in. Well, sure, he made 40 grand. He got 40 suckers to give him $1,000. And I walked back to my printing company and didn't join it and went back to the grind. Because that's not what I needed to hear as a business person. I needed someone to do this. Robert, go out and help 4 people, male, female, alien, whoever it is, it doesn't matter, to get to $500 a month in 12 months. That's $2 grand in commissions in the binary. You match 50% of that. That's just one income. And they go, what do you mean that's just one income? And then because they've already seen the plan, but they don't remember it. Because they're not pay plan experts, right? They're not, they haven't written plans. They don't know what that means. They know they go to work, they get paid. If they don't go to work, they don't get paid. They understand that. So you have to show them. So I drop on them the matching bonus because it's not about them. It's about them thinking then about helping other people, right? So it's taking the focus off them going, well, I could never do this. I'm not a salesperson. I've failed at this crap before. Why is this one going to be different? So I'm having them sit there at that stoplight going, what? What are they saying? Well, who's the 4 people I could help? And I'll tell them that. Okay, while you're watching this video and you're thinking about it, you want to talk to your wife, you're going to wait till payday, insert whatever reason is to get involved because they're scared or they're unsure. I go, while you're thinking about it, think about who the 4 people that you'd like to help that you know right now to $500 a month in the next 12 months, and I'll help you do it. So what are they doing at the stoplight? I've infected them. And then they're calling me up. They're not even in the business yet. Hey, Robert, this is Bill. Hey, Bill, how's it going? I've got my sister Mary on the phone from Illinois. She's looked at the video and she's got some questions for you. Great. What's going on, Mary? How you doing? Nice to meet you. Bill, Bill, blah, blah, blah. Learn what they are, who's older, who's younger, all that stuff. So the business is starting to percolate and neither one of them have joined. That's the commitment, emotional, spiritual, time-wise, that you have to put in as a network marketer. And that's why most people who lose a company or lose a downline can't do it again. And I know, because of sadness and grief. It's like you buried somebody. So I tell my wife yesterday at lunch, I go, it's like I've been to 50 funerals. And there's a part of me that goes, well, why do I want to go do this again? Because I know it's just going to end up at a funeral. And she goes, well, Robert, you're going to end up there too. And I go, yeah, you're right. You're right. So you have to learn how to, if you've been a veteran of this business and you've had some knocks, you've got to learn to leave the sadness and the grief behind. It's part of the business. It's part of commitment. So I'm putting myself out there. It's like this guy asked me, what are you doing? I can't believe you're doing a $40 deal, Robert, somebody like you. And I go, hell yeah. He goes, why? And I showed him these numbers. He goes, you put in 3,000 people this month? I go, well, not personally this month, but this year. Wow. Well, maybe I should take another look at what you're doing. I said, well, if you want to. You got $44.95. Do you drink tea, coffee? Do you take nutrition? Your wife, do you like skincare? Man, that's a tough sale, isn't it? Here, go to my website, become a customer. Here's what's cool about customers. They end up becoming reps, but at TLC, I make 50% every month on customers. So I'd almost prefer, if you're going to come in as a rep and quit in 60 days or 90 days or 6 months, I'd rather you just say, I'm just going to be a customer for 6 months. Because I'm going to make more money off of you if you're going to quit anyway. So for me, I love customers. I push people. Hey, why don't you just become a customer? If you don't like the product, you're not going to build it anyway, right? So which one of these top three products, 1, 2, or 3, or all of them, would you like to try? Well, Robert, what do you do? I drink a cup of Delgado coffee in the morning. I take a cup of tea in the afternoon, a tea at night. I've lost 25 pounds in 4 months. And then I take a NutriBurst. Put it in the fridge and I take a swig of it. That's my routine. That's 3 of them, 3 times $44.95. You do the math. And then I'll go, well, maybe I'll just do what you did. It's 120, 130 bucks. Great. Well, here's my credit card. So I'm starting at a $44 deal and I'm going up to where? 88, 125, 130. Then the wife comes in and says, well, let me try some of that skincare. So that's the business. That's what I do. I love it because 3,000 people are marinating. That's going to be 30,000 one day. That's going to be 300,000. So when you're back looking and talking and I'm showing more numbers, and one day you and I meet or we chat, you go, Robert, how'd you build a downline of 300,000 people? Right here. All the stuff I just told you about. I'm infecting people with my $1,000 at the end of the year, $2,000 at the end of 2 years, $5,000 at the end of 5 years, and $10,000 at the end of 10 years. Because if your stockbroker came up to you right now and said, if you invest in this stock in 10 years, I'll guarantee you'll be at $10,000 a month. Would you invest in that stock? Yeah. Or $1,000 a month? Sure you would. So there's no guarantee, of course, and I don't say guarantee, but I say I have a guaranteed proven plan, and I show them the number of people they need. And I don't show them that you need 3,000 people. I show you need 4 people at $500 bucks. 4 people at $1,000 bucks makes you 2,000. So let's go to work. Who's your 4? You don't have 4, then let's go get 4 with our lead business. Let's get on the phone together, make some phone calls. That's the business. That's how I'm doing it. So anyway, I got to get to my training. I just want to give you a quick update what I'm doing. If you're not involved with me now, what are you waiting on? Have you got $44.95? Would you like me to show you a proven game plan to get to $1,000 of residual income in the next 12 months? No hype, no BS. Yes or no? Would you like to be at least $10,000 a month in 10 years from now and quit your job, retire? Maybe quit in 5 years. Maybe we'll do it faster. Maybe we won't. Would you just like to take some great products and try them? Sure. Well, then click on the link there below, tlcpowerline.com. Be a customer. I love customers. I make 50% every month off customers, and so will you. So anyway, if you're interested, you go to the website. If you're not, I hope it's been some great training and some insight about what I do and why I do it so it can help you in your own network marketing business. Thanks a lot, and you have a great day.